Hi, it's Sam here, and I'm back to show you another chest day workout. So it's going to cover the chest muscles, the pectorals from all angles. We're going to do some incline, some decline work, some flat, something isolating, some different exercises from last time to give you variety there. And I've realised I get the most views for chest day, so what I've learned about YouTube is you're all a bunch of bros, and that's absolutely fine. I'm going to get warmed up now, and then we'll crack on. Cheers. So I'm starting on the decline bench press today. Last time round, I wasn't sure of the right decline kind of exercise for me, so I'm going to do it while I'm fresh and see if it's going to work in my routine. I do like it, but I do recommend that if you're a beginner, you don't do this on your own to start with, or any kind of barbell pressing, as you might get stuck. So this is not to be done on your own if you're inexperienced, but I have done a lot of pressing. I'm not going to go to extreme failure on this. This is for me to establish what's going to work best for me in my upcoming routines because of difficulties last time. So here we go. I get my feet locked in and I'll crack on with set one. I'm taking it steady. It's only 2 plates each side on this bar. Oh, that felt okay. As you can see, I'm not pushing it to crazy failure as much as I would normally because I am on my own and it's finding out what's good here. But I can do a touch more than that. Stand by. So I've just changed angle here so that you can see the decline angle that we're on if you haven't seen this before, and the foot and leg pads that you lock into before you lean back. I've taken it up to 120. We'll see what we get, but I'm not going to push it to crazy failure because, as I say, I'm on my own here. Oh, feels good. I'll do 4 sets of this, and then we'll look at something flat. Now, getting a good 12 reps that last set, I could go heavier, but it's just not the time for it when I'm trying something to work around a little bit of a problem I discovered last time. And so I'm going to stick with this and push for another 12. Set 3, here we go. And when you are working on your own, pressing a barbell, either flat, incline or decline, just listen for hitting the barbell on the back of the rest before lowering it down. And you should be okay if you got to that point. Right, I'll take it down a touch for the last set and then we'll move on. So, because I'm in the mood for working hard and I'm not doing that by pushing heavy weights as I normally would, I've decided to do a drop set for the last set. to find another way of pushing myself. So we're going to drop from 2 plates for 1, and it'll be the last set as a drop set. Here we go. So you'll see that I've left the collars off so that I can do that quicker. But I know that I won't be having them slip and slide, and I'm pretty stable on this weight, so I can do that here. Ooh. Now we'll move on to the flat one. This could be a very different machine to last time. Catch you in a second. Right. So I'm now moving on to the Watson chest press machine. What's really nice with this one is this bit here, the little foot pedal you get. So that helps you get it into position for the first rep. But I like for pushing on it when you get to the end of the set to give yourself some forced reps or just negatives as an intensifier. So I'm going to make the most of that and do that on every set here. I've loaded up quite heavy because I'm doing it quite early on in my workout. And let's go. So I use a wider grip for chest so that there's less action from the triceps. When I want this to triceps priority, I use the inner grips that are here. It's a chest day today. I can go heavier than that. I can feel it straight away. It's hard to see the numbers on here, so I just go by memory of the rough area. Yeah, let's go heavier still. Yeah. That's sort of 3/4 of the stack there, and they're pretty heavy. Do you see how I give myself 2 extra half reps just on the negative there? That's what you can do really easily on your own with this. So it's a great bit of kit, and I can go a little bit heavier than that. Now I forgot to mention at the start, I've actually got the Instagram up and running now. It's the same handle, so at Physique Philosopher. If you check that one out, you can see what I look like when I'm not a big fat off-season water buffalo. I'm getting contests ready, and what I've done with a couple of other people that have been working with me, and you can communicate with me there as well as the comments on here. But it's here that I'm focusing on because I like showing these full workouts for you lot. And it's set to this Watson press now. How about this for a different angle then? Thought I'd try it. Set 3. Oh, it's getting tough now. You know, high volume doesn't have to mean low intensity. Fuck that. Okay, last one now. I had to use that foot pedal for a lot of those end reps, so it's what I like about training 4 or 5 sets is you feel you're really getting somewhere and exhausting the muscle by seeing that rep drop off in every set to failure by the sort of 4th set. I really feel that. I feel like I've exhausted that exercise when I do each one like that. Great machine. Anyway, we've now done something decline for the lower, something flat, pressing straight, which is the overall in the middle. I suppose we better look at some isolations and something incline. Let's go. For incline today, we're using the Hammer Strength MTS incline press machine. So another good thing that will be different with this to our last 2 exercises is that you're working unilaterally. So that means either side independently. We're pushing on that Watson machine, all that bar is connected as one part in the mechanism, and obviously the barbell is both together. So in every workout, I try and include at least one exercise that's unilateral to maintain balance and symmetry in the physique. So today it's going to be this bad boy. And with these particular hammer strength machines, something you want to watch out for is it's got a little 2.5 kilogram increment weight that you pull off at the top and drop down. Just have a look at it there, and either both down or both up, otherwise you're going to be like lopsided on these. And you don't want that. Anyway, I'm going a bit lighter as this is my 3rd exercise as opposed to my 1st, but I'm still going to push to failure every set. That's what matters most, that you're working hard. Now, I'm only ever so slightly out of the ideal rep range that I go for. I should go for 8 to 12 on the upper body, so I'm only just outside of it, so I don't see any sense in moving it. I'm just going to give myself a quick rest and then jump straight into that 2nd set there. When my shoulder's a little bit achy, less achy rather, I want to get back to all the incline dumbbell pressing and flat dumbbell pressing. But for now I'm prioritising these. I'm still working hard, so it's all good. And then obviously all the eating is another major part of the puzzle, so I was wondering whether to do a video on a full day of eating or something like that. Let me know in the comments if you think that's a good idea. I would find it monotonous, but you might be slightly curious. It's rather a lot at the moment. Less talking and more breathing in between these next 2 sets. Bear with me. Set 3. Oh, it feels super tight in my chest now. Feels fully pumped now that I've got over halfway into this workout. So last set, set 4, and then we move on to the isolation stuff. Oh, it feels good. Now for an isolation exercise, I'm going to show you cable crossovers straight like this. So it's a fly rather than a press, which means the elbow bends less. It's not using the triceps so much. Now, I prefer that Panata machine one for that kind of movement, but I'm just trying to be helpful really and show you something different that does pretty much the same thing for variety, and depends what you've got access to. But most gyms have a dual adjustable pulley, which is ideal for chest flies. So here we go. It's been ages since I've used these. I still like them. The main advantage they've got over the machine ones that I love is you can put this high, you can put this low, so you can do low to high or high to low like that. High to low like that, you can feel on your own body. It's more flexed, more contraction in the lower part of the pecs. And when you go low to high, you can feel more flex, more contraction in the clavicular portion of the pectorals. You can't really do that with the other machines, so it does have some advantages knocking out the flies on the cable. Anyway, let's reposition for set 2. Right, here we go, set 2. I like to stand out so that the weights don't crash when I get to the end of, or the return of each rep. So come forward a little bit like this. Keeps the tension on here. Set 3. Oh, I'm really getting that rep drop off now. This is why I like doing 4 sets. You feel them drop off and you really sort of feel, you know, from that, the exhausting the muscle. One more set here. I don't know how well this is going to work, but I thought I'd try another ridiculous angle, just so you can see what's going on a little bit differently, if it works out. So that is it for today. I have shown you something decline, flat, incline, and an isolation, which is basically the formula for a complete chest workout, but with some different exercises to last time, so that I can sort of gradually introduce everything as I make these videos. I had wanted to show you the pullovers, so the dumbbell ones, really old school exercise. It's really good for developing that row under there, the serratus, which is considered sometimes part of a chest workout. And in the old days, when they used to train that antagonist split thing, where it'd be chest and back, then shoulders and arms, then legs, they would do the dumbbell pullovers, because it's partly the lats as well, as a transition from the chest part of the workout to the back part of the workout. And I used to train in that split and I really liked it. So I was going to show you that exercise, but it's a little bit achy on my elbow, so any kind of aggravating pain, something that doesn't feel right, I just leave it. So that's one for another time, but I hope you enjoyed this exercise selection and saw a few more intensity techniques, like using that Watson press and the foot paddle to give myself the force reps and the negatives on the end of the sets, and then the drop set on the decline. I want to introduce loads and loads of things individually in the teaching videos, but also sort of show them in the context of a workout like I've done today. So anything else you'd like to see, just pop them in the comments. Make sure you check out the Insta as well, the same name, Physique Philosopher. And consider subscribing if you like these videos. Any feedback is appreciated. I look forward to making the next one. Cheers. Right, chest pump there. Works the triceps too in the chest workout. It's kind of unavoidable. See there.